Most people aren't poor from low income, but from invisible habits. Over the next few minutes, we'll expose those habits and replace them with a simple wealth campaign. In 2015, a software engineer doubled his income in 3 years. His rent went up once. His car payment went up twice. Subscriptions, food delivery, and weekend splurges multiplied. On paper, he earned 6 figures. In reality, his account hit near zero every month. When a medical bill of just $800 landed, he had to borrow from friends. Then he did one boring thing. He treated money like a battlefield. He mapped every recurring expense, cut 3, capped 5, and set one automatic transfer on payday. 6 months later, he had a cash buffer and options. This shows that income doesn't rescue you from bad terrain. Sun Tzu called this laying plans. Today, we call it building a money moat. Same principle. Protect your position before you charge ahead. Sun Tzu said, "To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands." The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. In money terms, defense is your habits. Opportunity is the market. Your job is to stop self-sabotage first, then let time and compounding work for you. Money Moat Map, 4 zones. Leaks, needs, growth, moat. First, leaks. This is every recurring cost that doesn't move your life forward. Unused subscriptions, random delivery, impulse buys. For 7 days, you track every payment over $5. You mark each as leak or non-leak. Second, needs. Housing, food, transport, essential bills. The goal is a clear monthly number, not a guess. You add them up once. You know your real survival cost forever. Third, growth. Courses, tools, books, gym. Anything that makes future you more valuable. Even $50 per month here, on purpose, is better than $200 by accident. Fourth, moat. Cash buffer, debt paydown, and long-term investing. This is the wall around your castle. Money that does not leak back into lifestyle. You run the sequence. Track, trim, redirect, automate. You trim leaks by even 10%. Redirect that into moat and growth. Then automate those transfers on payday. Use this when you're stuck living paycheck to paycheck, no matter what you earn. It turns chaos into a simple map. Protect, then advance. Rich habit loop. 4 steps. Notice, replace, lock in, review weekly. Most poor habits aren't moral failures. They're unexamined loops. Step 1, notice. You pick one spending habit that repeats at least 3 times per week. Maybe it's takeaway, ride shares, or late-night shopping online. You write down the trigger. Time, place, emotion. Step 2, replace. You design a cheaper or neutral version that still hits the same emotional need. If the trigger is stress at 8 p.m., maybe the replacement is making tea and watching one episode of a show you already pay for. The key is not no, it's different. Step 3, lock in. You support the new habit with a rule. For example, maximum 2 food deliveries per week, or no purchases over $20 without a 24-hour wait. You write the rule and you place it where you decide, like your fridge or phone notes. Step 4, review weekly. Once per week, 10 minutes. You check, how many times did I run the new habit instead of the old one? You adjust the rule if it's too strict or too loose. Use this when you keep messing up your budget. It replaces shame with a clear loop you can tweak. You earn a stable salary, maybe $3,000 or $4,000 per month, but your balance always trends back toward zero. Every raise disappears into lifestyle creep, and unexpected expenses knock you off balance. You use the Money Moat Map. For 1 week, you track every expense. You discover $180 per month in leaks, 3 streaming services, app subscriptions, and random midday orders. You cut or downgrade 5 of them, bring leaks down by $60, and redirect that into an automatic transfer to a Moat account on payday. You also set a clear needs number, so you know exactly how many months of expenses your buffer covers. In 3 months, you have at least half a month of expenses saved. For the first time, an $800 bill is annoying, not a crisis. You freelance or create content. 1 month is $5,000. The next is $900. You feel rich, then poor, on repeat. On big months, you overspend. On lean months, you panic and swipe credit cards. You combine both frameworks. First, you run the Money Moat Map and set a minimum needs number. For example, $1,800 per month. You commit that every dollar above needs first goes 50% to Moat, 25% to growth, 25% to lifestyle. Then you run the rich habit loop on your binge spending after big payments. You notice the trigger payment hits replace the habit by moving money to separate accounts immediately and lock in a rule. No lifestyle upgrade until Moat equals 2 months of needs. After 4 high-income months, you have a clear buffer of 2 to 3 months' expenses, and your stress has dropped more than your income swings. 3 traps keep most people poor, even when they know the ideas. Trap 1. All or nothing budgets. People try to overhaul every habit in 1 weekend. They last 5 days, then snap back harder. Fix 1 leak at a time instead. 1 subscription, 1 rule. Trap 2. Invisible lifestyle creep. Every new dollar quietly upgrades your comfort instead of your moat. You add small deserved buys after a raise, but never upgrade your savings rate. Decide a fixed percentage for moat, even if it's just 5 or 10% at first. Trap 3. Income-only obsession. You chase more income without fixing your leaks. New money flows into the same cracked bucket. Run the Money Moat Map before you add another project or shift. Your 21-day Money Moat campaign has 5 steps. Day 1 to 3. 15 minutes per day tracking spending. Success is every expense over $5 listed with category: leak, need, growth, or moat. Day 4. 30 minutes trimming leaks. Success is canceling or downgrading at least 2 recurring costs and writing the new monthly total saved. Day 5. 30 minutes to set your moat rule. Success is picking a fixed percentage for moat, minimum 5% of income, and creating an automatic transfer on payday to a separate account. Day 6 and 7. 10 minutes per day to design 1 rich habit loop. Success is picking 1 repeated spending habit, writing its trigger, creating 1 replacement, and writing 1 simple rule. Day 14 and day 21. 20 minutes each to review and adjust. Success is checking your account once at 2 weeks and once at 3 weeks, confirming the auto transfer ran, confirming at least 1 leak stayed closed, and adjusting any rule that feels impossible to follow. Wealth isn't only about big wins. It starts with sealing small leaks and building your moat first. The moves you make in the next 21 days will matter more than the raise you hope for next year. Outcomes vary with execution and context. Download the Money Moat campaign order checklist below and start with day 1 today.